What always makes you laugh?
Yeah. Abby, what about you?
This is going to make me sound like a psychopath, but when people are crying, I cannot control myself. Like, I'm like, oh.
That's worse than watching people get hurt over and over again.
I know my roommates call me a robot because I'm like, why are you crying right now? I just can't.
Do you just feel like they're being so dramatic that it's funny to you? Or like, what is it about the crying?
I don't really show emotion a lot. And I don't know. It's like, it's kind of foreign to me.
Wow.
That's such an unexpected. See?
Yeah.
I love it. I love an unexpected answer. People crying.
AI right here. I'm kind of pumped about today. We get to introduce everybody to our intern, Abby.
Yes, we have a special guest.
Did you hear that little? She's like, I don't know if I'm excited.
I just want you to know, the only other guests we've had, pretty big deals. So I think this makes you a big deal by
don't
association.
put me on a pedestal, please.
Okay, so we've had both Lacey's from News 9, both
Lowry and
Swope and
Swope.
Lowry. Yep. And then we've had Aaron Page from Metro Family Magazine. And you.
Now you're the fourth one.
Oh, look at me go.
Welcome. You're not our first intern, but we don't have interns very often.
No. I think we scare them off because we put them to work.
We've been trying to scare Abby, but she just keeps digging in.
No,
it's only
I'm trying my best. I'm eager. So
we're on like third day in, and you are learning how to run the board and everything, which there's a lot of buttons. It's hard.
Yeah. It was scary.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so honest. It was. Hey, but it was only first day. It'll get better.
Well, I thought you did a really good job.
I think you did
honestly.
amazing, actually.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I feel like, you're only third time in here. We need to get to know you. Our listeners need to get to know you. We know that you're an ag girl. You're from Oklahoma. Carnegie, is that what you said?
Kearney.
Yeah.
There's a Carnegie too,
There
but
is,
she's
at
a
least
Carney.
A Carney. So agriculture, big out there. Were you raised on like a farm? How did you get into agriculture?
I live on 80 acres.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you do have cows. You be having cows.
Yep. Cows, horses. I have some goats. Bunch of barn cats.
Oh, yeah, I'll bet.
Yeah.
Now, didn't you say you were president too?
Yeah.
FFA?
Yep. I was also president of student council and my class.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we had 10, so
Yeah, I know.
the options were limited, but
Let's be honest, Abby. Nobody had it as bad as Rachel. Five in her
Five,
class.
yeah.
So, yeah.
But
Compared to Rachel, you had a ton of people in your class.
yep, double.
You were bragging about how well you know cheeses earlier, which makes me kind of want to do a cheese test of some sort one of these times. Like,
Oh,
Okay.
yes, of course. I'm up for it. It's been a couple years, but I may be a little bit rusty, but I'm confident.
Well, you know how like people like do the wood test or where they smell it and they feel like the weight of it, and then they have to identify what type of wood it is. Could you do something like that with cheese?
with cheese?
Yeah, like by scent.
I
Could you figure out what cheese it is by scent?
I mean, probably blue cheese and feta.
Yeah, those are pretty.
But besides those, probably not just by the smell.
Okay, so you're gonna need an actual
By looks,
taste.
yeah,
Okay,
probably.
look. Ooh, even looks.
Yeah.
You know,
We're
we could bring in some of that Chernobyl cheddar cheese.
Some Chernobyl cheddar. We're gonna have to find some way to test this out for you. So you're a student at UCO. You're in your junior. Did you say junior? year?
Senior.
Senior year.
Yep.
You're in the fun elective phase.
Yep. I'm taking 12 credit hours, but it's like 8 classes because a lot of them are just 1 credit hour.
Right.
So, yeah, and participation classes a lot. So, it'll be an easy load, I think.
I think
but
that's the way to do it on your senior year.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it, honestly.
What's been your favorite class
That's
so
what I was
far?
going to ask. You
So
beat me
far,
to it.
well, I've taken like this semester or of all time?
I think of all time.
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
I love my radio participation class. I mean, come on. But that's got to be my favorite. And like Video News 1 and Video News 2, I really had fun with because I made a news package over the Oklahoma City bombing memorial in the spring of this year. And I just had so much fun with it. And
So you're doing you're doing on-camera stuff. You're doing editing stuff.
yeah, I'm a
doing
news
radio
anchor on
stuff.
U Central News.
Hey.
Yeah.
How can people watch U Central News when you start it back up?
It's on Facebook and I believe YouTube as well at U Central Media.
Okay.
Now,
Very
you're doing
nice.
straight anchor? Or are you doing sports? Are you doing anything specific?
Yeah, just on the desk.
Okay.
Yeah. I have done social media anchoring, but then I just moved up to news anchoring.
So a question I get asked a lot in the TikTok chat. People want to get into radio. I always tell them internship, great place to start. What kind of drew you to radio, and do you have any advice that you get now that you're getting into it? What's been like helpful or most shocking for you to learn? Like, oh, I had no idea that.
Yeah.
I threw a lot of questions at you at once.
Let's go one by one. What got me into radio is when I was younger, I wanted to be a singer, right? I've always loved music. And as I got older, I was like, well, maybe that's not the route, but how can I keep music in my life? Yeah. So I just naturally, and I love public speaking. I did it all throughout high school with ag and stuff. So I just kind of combined the two, and I figured radio was the best route.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anything that was shocking once you got into it? You're like, oh, I had no idea it worked that way, or...
Yeah, well, there's a lot that goes into this show, and yeah, the board is a lot bigger than the one at UCO. That was really shocking to me. I just thought it was, but yeah, there's a lot of elements to it, and I love it. Like, I love to learn new things, so I'm eager and ready to keep on going.
Yeah.
She learns to love new things, except the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. We thought it was interesting, and I think it's just, we're older. We grew up pre-cell phone days, so we were used to just being on the phone, but I was like... The thing she got most flustered by was just answering the phone. That's not even on air.
Yeah.
Microphones don't intimidate.
It's a little bit of social anxiety, but
well, okay, so that's what I was going to say, because Rachel and I had said we're going to talk about this on the podcast before we knew we were going to have you as a guest, and I was like, the generational differences on how you use a phone is just mind-blowing to me. Mm-hmm. And especially because the three of us represent different ages. Mm-hmm. It's like, that's just how you use a phone. You didn't even know really that I shouldn't say didn't know, but like a phone doesn't work like a phone the way I think it. You use it as a text, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mainly, yeah.
I mean, we grew up that's the only way you talk to people was on the phone.
Yeah.
But yet Rachel would tell us a story that when they used to order pizza, you guys would have to figure out who was going to be brave enough to order pizza.
Drawing a short straw, because they were like, I don't want to call. And then you call, you're just like so nervous. You're like, can I get what are your specials? Like, I don't know why it was, but it just is. It's intimidating to talk to a stranger. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know why you can just hit the hang up, but like, what's the worst that can happen? Yeah. You are kind of in control of the situation. You have a hang up button, but still, it's just awkward. I get it.
Let me ask you this, Abby. Mm-hmm. So, if you time travel, say like when I was growing up, okay, mm-hmm. and the phone rang and you had no idea who it was because there was no such thing as caller ID.
Yeah. Would I answer it?
How would you answer it, and how would you feel about that?
I mean, I would probably answer it just because what if it's an emergency?
You gotta know, yeah.
Yeah, and I have really bad anxiety, so I gotta know.
It was kind of exciting. You never have no idea who's on the other side of that phone.
And it made prank calls so much fun. It really did.
Until they got star 69 and they just call you right back.
Mm-hmm. This is so much fun, man. I love the whole generational thing. So when you had to answer the phone for us here, was it more nerve-wracking for you than running this board, or about the same?
Honestly, probably more nerve-wracking because I actually had to talk to people, right? So I can't just hit a button and if I mess up, you are there to help me, right? I'm the only one on the phone. So if I mess up, well, I'm on my own.
So this is the other question I want to ask you. Do you use voice to text quite a bit?
No, not really.
Okay, because here's what we know that some people really do. And to me, that's a phone call.
Yeah.
Because, to me, it's an extra step because you have to voice to text and then hit send.
It's not a phone call. It's a walkie-talkie almost.
Okay. I hadn't thought of it that way.
That's how it feels more like a walkie-talkie to me to do voice memos. I still don't.
You know what my grandma does? She says, "Hey Siri, text blah blah blah," and it gets on my nerves so much because I'm like, that's more steps. Just open your texting. You don't need to say "Hey Siri" every time. But I'm like, you do you, grandma.
Yeah. Hey, I'm impressed that she can use it though.
Well, I'm impressed she knows to say "Hey Siri."
Exactly.
Well, it doesn't work half the time, so she has to say it. Hey Siri. Hey Siri.
That's too funny. Okay, another thing, and I want Abby to kind of weigh in on this too, especially now that she's admitted she has a lot of anxiety. This will be
okay.
Cool.
Don't we all?
So I came across this study. Rachel and I have talked about this a lot, not ever before off air, but there's a study that shows that it's important for people to give a few minutes every day to their friend, their companion, whatever, to actually vent. And you and I, Rachel, have done this in studio numerous times. And we're of the mindset that it's good because then you end up not saying things to other people that you shouldn't say. Mm-hmm. Would you agree with that?
I would agree. My mom has heard everything. Any time of situation. Yeah, I'm always complaining to my mom. Shout out, Mom.
Do you think it's complaining or do you think it's venting? Or do you think it's a combination of both?
Both. I complain a lot. I do. You maybe
I
haven't heard it yet.
No, I haven't heard one complaint.
Well,
here
Hey,
yet.
we're
do it
only
to
on day
us.
3
Yeah.
of me being here, though. So
She goes back to school and
Maybe
does
wait
that.
a couple
Yeah,
weeks.
that's true. Wait till school gets in full swing. Well, the other question I wanted to ask is, do you have a fixer in your venting circle that you have to tell them, I don't need you to fix it today. I need you to let me vent and you just listen.
yeah, which is also my mom.
Now, yeah. And again, I think it can be the same person.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think it's funny that we have to clarify that not every time we vent, we need it fixed.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom does that a lot. I'm like, Mom, just let me do this, okay?
I feel like this is getting brought up because Jeff and I were out with his wife Janet, my best friend Beth, who are both fixers. I love them. I gotta have fixers
gotta
in my
have
life.
'em.
Absolutely. But they were both giving me the same advice, and at some point, Janet just said to me, she was like, "Do you need me to stop? Do you just need to vent about? You don't need my advice, okay?"
Yes.
She
No, yes, that's
she
it.
caught herself
Yes.
doing it. She's like, "Oh, you don't need me to. I'm overwhelming you right now. I can see it on your face. I'm just gonna stop." Okay. It was real cute.
I just love the fact that it's something that was literally just a couple of weeks ago in our very own lives. And then I find this study that says, yes, it is healthy for you to do this. Because
It
I
is,
think
of course.
there are times when you're venting, you feel like what you were talking about. You said, oh, I complain a lot. I don't know that that's necessarily bad, is what I'm taking from this study, is that we all have these issues and we need to let it out. And if you're just venting to the right person, then you don't end up stepping in it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I agree. I think that's part of the reason why community is just so important.
Yeah.
You need trusted people because you've got to be able to share things. And you also need people to vent things to you, to give you some perspective on all the crap that's going on that you feel like is super crappy. And then somebody vents to you about something that's going on with them. And you're either like, okay, well, it's not just me that's dealing with this kind of stuff. Or you can just get a perspective on like, all right, my stuff is crappy, but their stuff is also really,
Yeah,
really
could
super
be worse.
crappy. Yeah, yeah.
One of the things we talked about too when we were doing this with Beth and Janet and you and I, we were talking about sometimes too, you just need, and if you have to say it up front. I need you to be on my side this time. There is a point where sometimes you feel like everybody's against you and you're venting and you need that person to go, I'm 110% behind you.
Yeah.
You know, and then maybe later you can talk about fixing it. But sometimes don't you feel that way that I need you to be on my side this time? You don't?
I don't feel like I feel like
Yeah, I
I
do.
just need an honest opinion. If I'm asking, it's because I don't know. I don't know.
I do love backup.
See,
Backup is nice. I mean, you want to be, but I don't. If I'm telling the people that I trust most, is if they're honest with me, I'm just like, dang it, I probably needed to hear that. Doesn't feel great. Don't love it.
never feels
But
great.
if you're not on my side, don't pretend like you're on my side to appease me. Just be nice about it. Just,
Yeah.
or have you start with something like, well, have you considered something like that? Like oh, that's a gentle way to be like, you're wrong. Have you considered?
Stop. Especially you. Yeah, because you'll every once in a while catch me and I have to look at you and say, I hate it when you make sense.
Yeah, I make sense every once in a while. Please note that. Abby.
You do.
Every once in a while, I make sense.
All right. Well, I didn't know if we wanted to move right into the game.
Okay,
or-
you got any more questions for Abby? You feel like
I don't think you got anything you want to tell us that you didn't tell us?
No.
Okay.
since we're about to get into this game, I think we're going to make Abby answer some of these questions too, just so we can get to know her better.
Oh, I like this.
But okay, so I think since we have Abby in here to make her our host, can we do best of 7? Does that?
No, I'm good. However
Just
you want
have
to
her
try.
read, and we'll both have to answer the question.
Okay. All right.
What is the game?
It's kind of a who knows each other better game.
Okay.
I need a flashier name for this game.
Yeah.
All right, so these just have some questions on them. You'll throw a question out there. We'll both kind of think of our answer, and then we have to answer for each other. Does that make sense? We have to
Okay.
answer each other's question.
Okay. This is Do Your Friends Even Know Each Other?
Why
Why didn't you just go with the name of the game?
Because I don't know. I feel like we could flash it up a bit. It needs a punch up.
Maybe, but it's.
But I punched down on it.
Yeah,
I
you
really
did.
didn't help it at all. Yeah, it does say it right there. Do your friends even know each other?
Alrighty,
Alrighty, Abby's a better host
Now,
than
here's your
me.
host, Abby.
Alrighty. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
I think that Jeff. Do you know your answer already? Because I don't know mine, but I think I know yours.
Okay, go for it.
I think you'd want to fly. You want to fly, right?
That's probably secondary. I really would like to just be like Hulk strong, like the strength, because I already Hulk smash stuff and break stuff at the house.
Is that better or worse for
I
you?
don't know. I
All
just
right.
yeah. I was gonna say for you, is it fly? Is it the same thing?
It'd be on the list.
See?
But the first one, I just want to be really smart. Can I be like the smartest person?
Yeah.
Is that a superpower?
know
That is a
everything?
superpower.
I want to be super smart. So no points on that. Abby, what do
I feel like you need dry erase boards.
I know.
and to
I just
flip
had this.
them off.
Yeah, I pulled that. But what would your superpower be?
Ooh, I don't know. I would love to be invisible, I think, just so I can sneak around and learn everyone's business.
Oh, I love this.
I have picked that over other ones before too, but everybody's like, you're kind of a creep. Every time, well, by everyone, I mean Jeff says I'm kind of a creep. Every time I'm like, well, I could eavesdrop on people.
Yeah.
And I like kind of being invisible in rooms anyways.
And if you get embarrassed, you could just
I was never here.
Yep. There you go.
All right, no points so far.
All right, moving on to the next question. If your co-host went to jail, who would they call first?
I mean, you got to call your wife, right?
Yeah, you got to call Beth.
You are correct. I'm calling my best
Yeah.
friend so she can break it to my parents.
Yeah.
Look at you. You guys know each other
Okay,
so well.
woo-woo. Who are you calling? Abby?
My mom.
Yeah, I was going to say her mom.
That would have been my guess from your previous answer.
Yeah, I was going to say
Yeah.
this whole venting earlier about the mom. Yeah,
She's
mom.
the fixer.
Yeah.
She'll get you out.
She's my best friend, unfortunately.
Oh, that's not a
You
bad
could do a lot
thing.
worse.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. Question number 3. What always makes you laugh?
Videos of people falling. You love watching people hurt themselves over and over.
And I don't
my
know
gosh.
why, but I laugh. We were together here recently.
That Little Caesars remote.
Yes, and I was showing you these, and I'm laughing like I can't control it. It's bad.
Yeah, you're like a kid.
I don't know for you what always makes you laugh.
I don't
Maybe
know
a good
either. Is that
pun?
bad?
Because you're the one that turned me on to Punny
Okay,
World.
the thing that tickles my brain the most is just something really nonsensical. A nonsensical ending to something that I'm like, well, I did not see it going that way.
Okay.
That I love things that are just like, that's not how that's supposed to go. My brain would have never got there, but now that you're there, that's incredible. I'm amazed. So that's very specific though. But still, I got a point. You didn't.
Yeah. Abby, what about you?
This is going to make me sound like a psychopath, but when people are crying, I cannot control myself. Like, I'm like, oh,
That's worse than watching people get hurt over and over again.
I know my roommates call me a robot because I'm like, why are you crying right now? I just can't.
Do you just feel like they're being so
Wow.
dramatic that it's funny to you?
Wow.
Or like,
I
what
don't
is it about the
know.
crying?
I don't really show emotion a lot, and I don't know. It's like it's kind of foreign to me.
Wow.
That's such an unexpected. See?
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
it. I love an unexpected answer. People
Yep.
crying.
AI right here.
Yeah.
All right,
Sorry.
next one.
All right. What is your biggest pet peeve?
You should know mine.
Well, you've got a few. The first one I thought it was people talking to you in the bathroom because it's what you complain about the most. Is it your number one though, or
No,
does it
not
just
my number one, but it's
occur
on the
more
list. That's a
often
good
in this
one.
building?
It's just, here's the thing. It's different if you're standing at the sink washing your hands. I'm sorry, when I'm going to the bathroom, that's not the place to have a discussion.
Not when you're standing at the urinal.
Well, and even
Oh, wait,
worse,
wait.
if you're sitting in there taking care of your business. No, this can wait till I finish.
Do I get a second? Can
Sure,
I have
go
half
for a
a
second
point?
one.
Is it the dasher sticking the food in front of the door?
Nah.
Dang it!
No.
He really doesn't like it when people stick their deliveries right in front of the glass door, so he has to push it out or go through
It just doesn't make any sense to me. Why do you put it right in front of my door so that I have to push it out of the way to open the door to get out, to go outside, to get it, to come back in?
Is it people going into the gas station before they pump their gas? You have
That's
so
another
it's a
one.
long list of things.
My number one pet peeve, and I'm surprised you didn't get this, is left lane impeders. And you're not the police. I don't care that I'm driving 100. Get out of my way, and then you can get back in the left lane. The law says do not impede the left lane.
How could I possibly narrow
That's-
down
yeah.
all of your
I got a
noise?
lot of issues, don't I? I don't even know
That's
with
a
you.
full list. Yeah,
I don't even know
find
with
one.
you.
Find one for me.
I can't right off the top of my head. A pet peeve of yours? Man, I don't know.
I don't really either.
See?
You don't have many, or you have so many?
No, I don't think I have very many. There are things that I just don't like. It's a pet peeve having to stop for gas because I don't like having it. That's a pet peeve. I don't like stopping to wash my car. That gets on my nerves. Like
Rachel is
pet
so
peeve?
easygoing that she doesn't really have a whole lot of. But seriously,
Yeah.
she'll be
I
the kind
pretty
of
much let
like if somebody
everything
even
roll
cuts her off, she'll be my like, okay, well, you probably need to be somewhere before I do.
Oh, they might
And
be in
I'm
an
like,
emergency.
You need to teach us, apparently.
I know.
Right?
I'm too zen. Was yours obvious to you?
Yeah, I hate when people smack if they like eating.
Oh.
Yeah.
Once you hear it, you can't stop hearing it.
Yeah, I'm like, close your
Yeah.
mouth.
Want me to do it some more?
No.
No. People eating with their mouth open, really. Yeah, that's a good pet peeve.
Yeah.
It gets me too.
All
I just
right.
don't say anything.
Moving on. What genre of music do you dislike the most?
Country. Is that right for both of us?
Yeah, I think that is. I mean, I don't mind it,
It's my least favorite, though.
but it's probably my least favorite. Yeah.
Points for both. Dang it. That was a wash.
I don't really know what I dislike the most. I like country, I gotta be honest, because my papa, like growing up, he would always play country. That's the only stations that he would put on. But I don't know, rock maybe.
Okay.
I
Let me
don't know.
clarify when I say country. Like, probably, I like the old school country. I do like blues, which can lean into country. Apparently Spotify tells me I love some stomp and holler. So I guess there are like types of, I just don't
Yeah.
like new country, I think is the genre that I dislike.
That's
the
fair.
most,
New
is
country's a bit questionable, but old country, I love it.
I love an old country song. So just wanted to make that.
I'm just curious, as the old person here, what do you guys consider old country?
like some Willie.
Okay.
Oh,
Waylon
me,
Jennings.
I'd pick like George Strait.
That's
I mean,
what
that's
thought,
like, yeah, that's 90s country. That's old
Yeah.
country. Yeah. And I like some of that too.
Yep. George Strait singing about the chair. That wasn't my chair after all.
Who's singing about the Buffalo Briefs? I got them standing in line.
So anyway, I think it's time for the next question.
Okay, I got to get one more and I win.
When was the last time you went to the hospital and what was it for?
Not even fair. These questions are
Yes.
so effing rigged.
Yes. The actual hospital would have been your knee, other than just like checkups and stuff. You were at the doctor the other day for a checkup, but I mean like knee surgery.
Well, and even shoulder surgery.
But most recently, it's
yeah,
been-
knee surgery. I don't even know if you've ever been to the hospital.
Bing, 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 bing. That is correct. I have not
See?
ever been actually admitted into
Got it.
a hospital for any
Got it.
reason.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Just the in and out doc visits, real quick.
Huh. Well, mine was last year when I got into a car accident and I broke my leg. Or no, not my leg, my ankle and my arm and my finger.
Oh.
Yep.
I had no idea.
Yep. Right ankle, left arm.
What about the
Dang
finger? What
it.
hand was the finger on?
It was this one.
I was just kidding. That's
Dang
funny that it was
it.
everything. And then my finger.
And then my finger.
Yep. Don't
Man.
forget it because it was 3 bones. So.
That's rough.
I love Abby over here trying to do that. Don't forget now, it's 3 bones. I broke more bones than you. I did.
Jeff likes to break them one at a time.
Yeah,
That's how he
pretty
does
much.
it. Just one at a time.
Yeah.
I think that makes me the winner. 4, right? I'm bad at math, but I think, was that all the cards too? Did we go through
No, we have
all-
one more.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's just do it.
All right. What was your favorite subject in school?
We just did this for a
We
debate.
did, but is it? Oh, you were poli-sci.
Yep.
Political science. And mine
Viewers,
was?
English lit. Is that not? Writing?
I mean, English, yes, but it's more the
English.
grammar side of it.
Oh, gram,
than
that's
the,
it, that's
yeah,
it, that's
the gram. But I'll give it to you. You got English. What's
Mine
your-
was ag.
ag, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. So it was really handy to have you in for all of the ag questions today as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So I don't have to take Jeff's word for things. I can go to an expert on ag stuff.
Yeah, I
if
got
I get
you.
asked if I'd rather be a cow or a chicken for a day, I just feel like I'm glad that you were in for this question.
Yeah, you're so welcome. Any ag questions? I got you.
I don't even know where to go from there.
All right, we'll wrap it up. Thanks for coming in, Abby.
It's time
Of course.
to
Thanks for having me.
move on.
Oh, Jeff.
Oh, come on. It wasn't that bad.